We're back, boys! Let's get it!
Spicy pea. He looks like a spicy pea. He scored 32
Oh,
points.
Chris! Oh, Chris! Straight my leg! Straight my leg! Okay. Who dropped a mook on the table?
The Raptors have shown that the narrative of Kawhi having no help is almost non-existent, with Spicy P dropping over 30 points, Kyle Lowry having a solid game. Kawhi Leonard had a great game, but for his standards, were not up to par. The Warriors really need to catch up, especially with Kevin Durant out with an injury. Steph Curry needs to step up a little bit, and Draymond needs to play a little bit better defense. Klay Thompson had an alright shooting night, but we can definitely see that the Warriors and the Raptors series will actually be closer than we originally thought. Many people said Warriors in 4, but now it's already 1-0 Raptors, and we might see a great series. So, we could say Warriors in 5, Warriors in 6, Warriors in 7, Raptors in 4.
I personally disagree with Owen.
Cavs in 7. Continue.
I personally disagree with Owen. The Splash Brothers combined for 55 points, still lost the game, and Draymond had a triple-double. That's about as good as all three of those can play. Simply, they need Kevin Durant to win the series.
All right, can I talk about the Raptors so we at least have something
we
that's something we can go on for the podcast?
Okay.
Well, I
All right, here
talked
we go.
about spicy pea.
I personally have the Raptors winning in 7 games. For one, the Splash Brothers had 55 points combined, and Draymond had a triple-double. Those three playing out of their mind was still not enough to beat the Raptors, and I think the Raptors just have such a better core and role players around them, and they are easily the better defensive team. The Raptors had so many open threes to start that game, and it was just a shootout. They also have home court advantage, and I'd say Toronto right now is the best home court advantage in the league. They get
Well, there's only 2
so
teams
loud.
left. So.
Warriors in 6.
Well, I'd say throughout the playoffs, Toronto has by far been the loudest. And with Drake just chirping the entire Warriors team the entire time, it gets...
Drake?
Drake!
He can go piss off.
I still got
Reputation.
Warriors in 6 or
Warriors
7.
in 6 games. You heard it here first, folks.
Might as well switch it to be, don't worry, be gay. They made the same thing.
Are you guys done?
Fine, I will. Don't worry, be gay.
Oh,
No, you can't touch that!
I mean, you can. I
I
just...
thought you said...
I'm trying not
Well, I
to.
don't want the mic to end up here because
There.
the audio gets distorted.
Go for it. Selling for prospects.
Okay.
Caleb, can you give me that pen?
Yeah, I'll get you the mangoes.
Next topic. Ceiling and floor of the NBA upcoming draft.
Yeah, the draft is coming up soon. When we talk about comparisons, one of the biggest things that we want to talk about is how good they'll be, not just how they play.
I gotta go.
First up, Zion Williamson. I have him Max being a bigger Charles Barkley. They both are very athletic finishers. They are very similar built.
I think Zion Williamson's better comparison is someone more athletic than Charles Barkley. Someone such as Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was a great dunker and throughout his career did great on the Supersonics. He could be a better scorer than Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp averaged about 10 rebounds a game in his prime.
Wait.
I disagree
Why do you disagree?
very much with that statement.
Okay, what?
Sean Kemp had 3 inches on Zion.
And he was not really nearly as girthy.
They were both pretty
And
athletic. Yeah,
Sean
but,
Kemp was more of a 4 or a 5.
no, I think I also have his floor, though, is Larry Johnson. So that's still a pretty high floor. Larry Johnson was a guy who coming into the league was expected to be great and amazing, but he ended up being more of an injury-prone type of guy, which really derailed his career overall. He was 6'8", and 250 pounds, so almost very similar to Zion, extremely athletic.
I like Justin's floor more, but Julius Randle was pretty... I like
That is
a lot.
good.
I think they have very similar build to them, and they play similar. Like they're both not really shooters from the 3, but they can fit anywhere.
Well,
They can
Randle
finish.
has developed his jump shot, though.
And I think Zion will
He just
too.
needs to be a little more athletic.
I think Zion will also develop a somewhat decent 3-pointer, and they can finish from almost anywhere within 15 feet. But I mean, Julius Randle has never really stood out as an amazing player, even though he did have a great season on the Lakers.
We had a good season.
I just think I think either way, Zion is going to be a good player.
Yeah, but also a good comparison would be someone like LeBron James, who came into the league kind of like Zion, where he didn't really have a jump
What are
shot,
you doing?
but could dunk extremely well and do layups. John Morant, my comparison for him would be a Damian Lillard type player, just a little bit more all around. Can't quite take his team to the next level, but he's great at shooting, and is just a solid player, always like first, second, third All-NBA type of guy. Talking like a perennial all-star type of guy. And they're both pretty attractive.
I personally have John Morant's ceiling as Russell Westbrook-esque because they're both very athletic finishers and they attack the rim. They both pass the ball very well, and they both average exactly 10 assists, and Westbrook averaged a little over that. So they're both very athletic finishers, and they both can move the ball very well. And I think they have a similar play style, and they both definitely go out. They go out every game.
Well, other than the fact that
Like Zion, where
Get to your man.
because he'll be in. Next person, R.J. Barrett.
I have his ceiling as a DeMar DeRozan type player.
You guys do it.
Both R.J. Barrett and DeMar DeRozan are great, and they excel in the mid-range, and they're both elite scorers. So I think that'll be where he ends up. And his floor, matter of fact, I have him as Carmelo Anthony right now. Just, he's a skilled player, but he just couldn't use it, and he just never made it, I guess.
personally, I was very proud of my comparison with R.J. Barrett. I had R.J. Barrett as a prime Jalen Rose, a guy that can definitely score more like a 20, like 7 type of guy.
And let someone score 81 on him.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking Jalen Rose here, the man, the myth. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know anything
The
about
man,
Jalen
the
Rose.
myth. R.J. Barrett. Ceiling, Matt
The roof.
from Wii Sports. Okay.
Yeah, Matt Woohoo. That's actually a very good.
He was a
comparison.
monster. But the floor,
A blocking god. His blocking was amazing, and
and he was a sharpshooter. Pure sharp.
yeah, his shot creating ability
Did
was
not
just like
miss.
RJ. Yeah.
Did not miss. Some people, please do not get offended at what I will say here. But the floor, I'm going to say the WNBA.
Yeah.
RJ really didn't show how much of like a scorer he was per se at Duke because he didn't shoot a very high percentage.
He didn't have a
from the field.
chance to.
Another player that didn't have much of a chance to show himself, but for a different reason, Darius Garland.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bobo.
Darius Garland, who missed.
Darius Garland looks like a fish.
He missed
What do you
almost
got
all
out
of his college season. I would say his ceiling though is
Was it
still.
injuries?
Yes, yeah, due to injury. He only played I think 4 games, but which is not a lot, a big sample size. But he's still, I think he can turn into a Kyrie Irving-esque type of player, minus a little bit passing. He's not as good of a passer as.
He's very shifty though, and he's very quick.
Yeah, he was born with just natural ball handling ability, and I think he could turn into a Kyrie Irving type player.
Or like a prime John Wall because
Yeah, definitely John Wall.
He's
yes.
very fast.
On the other end of that, though, you get a guy like Reggie Jackson, who seems like he has all the pieces, but has been the Detroit Pistons point guard for, it seems like, since, like, the 90s. But, and just an average guy that you want to upgrade, but he just ends up being there for the whole time, like a Jeff Teague.
And then another thing is Garland is undersized and has injury problems, so we could see him put like almost
Rose.
not even Derrick Rose, Jay Will, because Jay Will was
Yeah,
an undersized
Jay Will.
guard coming
He's
in
not
the
as
NBA.
good as Derrick Rose.
And well, yeah, he got in a car accident, but his career ended because of injuries, and people coming into the draft with an injury problem, it's not that
Yeah,
uncommon.
a very high ceiling, but a low floor.
Yes.
Like, he could be a boomer bust type of guy.
Same with the next person on our list, Bull. Owen, take it away. This is your man.
Bobo.
Same body type.
Oh, I do have the same body type as Bobo. Bobo is my dog, my G. I actually met him a few years ago. Me and his father were actually really good friends until his father tragically died at the age of 47.
Well,
Or possibly older, depending on what age he said he was coming into the league at. But Bobo is a Kevin Durant type of player I can see in his absolute max.
Whoa,
Okay.
Wait,
whoa.
let me talk.
Greatest score of all
Let me
time.
talk.
Hold
Let me
on.
talk.
Let me
Let me talk.
I just
Let me
have
talk.
one
No,
sentence.
no, you don't. No, you
you're
don't.
smoking pee-pee,
Do
dog.
not
start with that.
Listen. Okay. Listen to my case. They were both came into the league as tall but extremely skinny. That is just body type. They were different other aspects. I said minus athleticism, he's a little bit less athletic than Kevin Durant. But they both came into the league as extremely skinny, but could make great mid-range shots, could make it in the...
Another thing is, Bull is 7'2". Kevin Durant's probably 7 foot. But Kevin Durant is it's not even close athleticism.
All right, fine. I'll give
Kevin
you that.
Durant is almost 3 times better of an athlete than Bull. Bull is slow compared to Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant can hit shots off the dribble.
Kevin Durant's got those hands.
Yeah,
He's
and
an ISO player.
I would say you can compare him more to like a Kristaps Porzingis.
That was mine.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I think...
Hey.
Wait, I could see Kevin Durant.
Ceiling, Manute Bull.
That is just mind-blowing comparison. Wow.
My mind is blown.
creativity
Thank
of
you,
that.
Zach.
I can see him developing into Kevin Durant. But on the other side of things, he's another guy with extremely high ceiling. I think he could be a perennial all-star and almost all NBA every single season. But I could also see him being like Mo Bamba, who was hyped coming into the draft. But and I'm
There's a song
talking
about him.
yeah, I'm talking about Mo Bamba right now. So Mo Bamba averaging 6 points a game.
There's a difference though, because Mo Bamba, when he went to the combine, he almost had one of the greatest combines of all time. He clocked in at 7 foot with a 7'10" wingspan.
I thought it was like 8. I thought it was even 8 something.
No, it was 7'10". He has
Oh.
the record, I think. Other than
No, Taco broke it.
oh yeah, Taco did break
Well,
it.
That's not fair.
But Mo,
No, hang on, I have one more thing to
yeah,
say.
go ahead.
But the other thing is, Bobo is injury prone because he's taller, he's skinny. He broke his foot, and
You can literally, like, big centers in like Steven Adams will take one power dribble and Bobo's body will break like this.
Well, that's why I'm talking about. He would be more of an outside type of player.
He's got to hit the gym.
well, and
he's
the
gonna
other
be
thing
it.
is he had a really bad combine. He
Bobo's
clocked
got to
in, like,
learn the rules.
He
before
clocked
can
in
play
like
the game.
30 pounds under what he was supposed to be, and everyone thought he was gonna be like 7'3", 7'4", but he clocked in at 7'2" with shoes on.
And he cut his hair and he looks like an idiot.
I could definitely see him
Yeah.
though being a guy that's out on the perimeter and can make shots and make shots over guys, even though his release on a shot is a little bit
Stretch
closer to
forwards
his
and
head.
two catch.
Yeah, he could be a stretch type of guy. I don't expect him to be in the paint making shots. I could see him making like faders and mid ranges and 3-pointers, but he's definitely
And
going
the
to be
only
a stretch.
reason why it says this is every time he makes a my league, he makes Bobo like a 99 overall, and he just does that, and that's about it.
Next
Hughes
player,
Ramsey
next player.
next year.
DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter.
The kid from
Virginia.
Yes.
He's a man.
DeAndre Hunter
yeah.
he's extremely good defender, and that's what he's being hyped up to be. I could see him being a Chris Middleton minus a little bit shot creation, a 3-and-D type of guy.
I know he's a power forward, right?
Yeah, he's.
I know,
big.
but
He's a
big guy.
how tall is there? Isn't Chris Middleton like 6'7"?
The average power forward in this college is a lot smaller than the average power forward.
That's fact.
I'm pretty sure he's like 6'10".
Okay, well, whatever. I could see him playing like him, being a great defender and a great shooter, but I have him with an extremely high floor and an ceiling.
You know what you're gonna get from DeAndre Hunter? Like he's older
Yeah,
and like
I have his floor.
He's
as-
played it. He's played in the Virginia system, which is a very, very talented basketball system.
I have his
For about
floor as
3
Robert
years.
Covington.
it'll be
He
a
will
great role player.
I say he will be at least Robert Covington. And Robert Covington is still a great player to be compared to, an all defense type of guy, and he's also a 3-and-D player. And Chris Middleton, not to belittle his game, but I think he's just an extremely advanced 3-and-D guy. Like kind of like
Well,
like
I would say he has a very good mid-range shot.
yeah, and that's why I think DeAndre Hunter, that's where he lacks in that area. His like fader, shot creating type of ability. He'll be more.
he can stretch the floor though.
Yeah, he can
If
stretch
go-
the floor, and then
I think a really good fit for him would be the Lakers. LeBron could definitely use because when he's on the court, him, Bobo, who's another big, that kid from Missouri, they stretch the floor, and that's what the modern NBA is. It's 3-and-D.
Each person. Cam Reddish.
The most-
I feel Cam Reddish could possibly be the greatest player of all time because of one reason. Kendall Brooks is smoking hot, and that's his girlfriend. And all you need is motivation to succeed in life.
What about
And that is some good motivation.
Tristan Thompson.
Okay.
I feel Cam Reddish probably is one of the bigger upsides in the draft. One thing he didn't show at Duke was what he did in high school, was his shot creating ability and his ability to get the shot off, which I think he can potentially do at the next level. And he's a very solid 3-point shooter. I feel like my best fit for him is if he gets drafted to the Lakers, he will succeed.
You will like my comparison. Reddish equals ceiling Tracy McGrady. Prime. I'm talking prime Tracy McGrady.
On my mom's.
I think he has a very high ceiling, but his floor is someone like Boris Diaw or Trevor Ariza, who's just there to shoot threes. Or he could be even worse and just be kind of bad and be like
Like
Leand-
Kelly Oubre or Kevin
LiAngelo
Durant.
Ball. LiAngelo Ball. Yeah.
Shout out the man behind the camera, Riley Spencer, the
Ah.
greatest 3-point shooter of all time.
He is sexy. So,
You better clap your hand. You better clap.
history lesson for you guys. Last time I played Riley in a one-on-one, I actually beat him 21-17.
Because he sucks.
So Riley's actually not as good as he's hyped up to be. I see his ceiling as his
Steph
ceiling as like a Steph Curry, but floor I could see
Local YMCA bum.
And then
I could see Patrick Hughes as his
no, I got an even better one.
but a little shorter.
See,
Ceiling Julian Newman.
Ceiling
Floor tweets.
Stephen Curry. Floor Dave frickin' Tittick.
Oh, that's facts.
He's got sick hair.
He's just a shooter.
I
He's
know,
out
I
there to
know.
get a shot.
Kobe, what? Yes, but I think he has great potential. He's an oversized point guard. He has potential to be
Isn't he 6'6"?
yeah, prime Rod Strickland. Prime Rod Strickland, a 20 and 10 type of guy. 20 obviously assists. But floor, I see him being a bust guy, more like a Brandon Knight that just comes off the bench to look cool and
gets dunked on and misses game winning.
And we have one more detail here. So just the other day, we were all planning to go golfing together, okay? And some other students decided to go golfing separately, okay?
Split the group up.
Yeah, so we have I would like you guys to comment your opinion on this first. Gentleman's Day on the green, it says. 2 pictures, very nice. Okay. Now we go to the next culprit.
You're just a
on our show.
hypocrite because you
Going
losers want to
together.
spend a lot of money, and I was like,
Gentleman's Day on the green, okay?
Don't
Cool
interrupt.
picture.
This is a gentleman's podcast.
And then we have
this is-
Donovan Tom Instagram.
"Ugh."
He actually had, Gentleman's Day on the green, extremely original comment, and 2 very original pictures.
Piss off.
And then finally
Watch
we
your
have
mouth.
Rocco
Piss
Ashman,
off.
a comrade that was on the show before. He actually has Gentleman's Day on the green with the same 2 pictures. And then we have one more of our fellow gentlemen, a guy named Caleb Barkwell behind the camera, who says Gentleman's Day on the green with
Guess what?
the same 2 pictures. So what I call that is I don't know. I don't know.
See, we've never played golf before, and we didn't want to spend very much money, so we went down to Schneegel.
It was how much was golf?
It was $11.
$7 more. Yeah, now how do you feel?
Still,
Now how do you feel?
Jesus! I hit a
Wait.
okay?
Hold on.
Shut the hell up, Caleb. Your
Hold on.
information is not needed.
No,
Sit
no,
your
no.
ass back down, boy!
Hold on. I need to get my head back because that's how
No,
I
by the way,
everybody.
I made it!
It says don't worry, be gay, which is talking about gay isn't happy. So thank you.
Do not interpret that the
Oh.
wrong way.
Header,
I just shot it from here and I went whoop.
bro fist.
Bye, everybody.
We're done.
See, you can't disgrace us for the day on the green, bro.